Well, hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Wargame AirLand Battle. I thought I'd do something a little different this time. Bringing the Czechoslovakians out to fight Lebtro and Primo Dank of the Rat Pack versus yours truly and a man named Biber Baron 99. Now, I don't know if he knows me. I'm not going to say anything to him. I don't know anything. We're just gonna have a game where I play without TeamSpeak and see how we do with just basic non-TeamSpeak communication versus two guys who I know who are using it. I'm watching them down there right now, those sneaky snakes. So looks like my ally is going to leave a command behind. So I'm going to go ahead and looks like the countdown's already begun. I'm going to take the hill as usual. Very important to do so. They may have seed aircraft, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately push towards Dmitry and try to take that with my infantry and push across while supporting my ally as he takes Anna and Boris. Those are going to be two extremely important areas for us to take. He's got T-64Bs, T-62s, so it looks like he's got a plan and he must be ready to go. He'll be capturing Anna, I assume, first and trying to push into and deny Boris. Yours truly, again, the VSOT is going to move to Dmitry, and infantry will go up over the hill and spread out around Gregory, and AA will move up to the top there. Now, one of the most important things for us probably to do will be to cover the skies. And I'm going to try to block the enemy with Motor Streliki. And also Conquers. And also going to bring up some recon, which is going to consist of troops and a vehicle as well. Now that's going to be the extent of my blocking positions here. I'm going to be defending here and here. And I'll let my enemy know that. And that's pretty much all I can do, I guess. I've been using TeamSpeak for so long that usually it's a verbal communication. But anyway, there you go. So, good... ooh, Leptro, huge ping there, bro. Looks like we got 50 seconds to go here. I apologize for the squeaky voice, too, because I have a little bit of a cold or a little bit of a sore voice. That's what happens when you're recording all time, bros. So I think everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and let the clock run out here. Really like those T-64Bs. I wonder if I can... Nah, I can't... Doesn't look like I can select them and look at their stats. But anyway, what I have is Czechoslovakian deck with Kilos, recon there, a couple of recon vehicles, a lot of T-72s, 55s, and 62s ready to use. A lot of my infantry will probably cost most of my points if used. The Albatross is out as well. Looks like our enemy, what does he say? He's going to be defending there, so good for him. I don't think he got anything extra out. Looks, yep, exactly as I thought. He's going to be pushing to those Boris moves. And that's textbook movement. And it looks like he's going to sit over there in the corner and wait for them to attack him. So we're going to try to set up our defensive position while we wait for our homeboys on the Rat Pack. Let's see how they do. So again, if you enjoy this, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. Look at that blob. Whoa, look at that lag too. Leptro, bro. You gotta get rid of the 56k. This match is going to take 10 times longer because of the lag. I thought maybe some of those units would do the hydraulic moves as they did back in European Escalation, and it's now for a... Well, you know what? We can use this extra time by getting our recon into position. So we'll put some recon up there. We'll put our ATGM bros right up at the front. And by the way, these units that I'm transporting with have ATGMs on them as well. So we'll move our Cubs up there. As soon as we're ready to go here, I'm going to move up with the Motor Streliki, the Vetaskari rather, and we'll try to get 2 units of those out and immediately start causing havoc. Now, they may have anti-aircraft, or rather aircraft with napalm on it, so we'll get those 2 units ready to go. We'll also block here if we can get into position in time. And it looks like we've got our extra recon coming up, so we'll have him move up there lickety-split. And OT-62s are ready. OT-64s are going to move there. Looking at my mini-map, I see our ally. I thought he called in an aircraft there, but he is moving to his position. He looks like he's moving as he should. Well, it looks like a Lynx is already on station. And our aircraft will, or our guns should take those down right away. We're going to get our Malatukas back, and we're going to try to take up a defensive position, call that back. It's going to be a quick move there. Looks like the boys may have learned a lesson there. The PLRKs are going to move back to a line. OT-62s will move up, and we'll let our Conquerors take up position and see if they can start firing at some of those heavier tanks there. Royal Marines are going to get eaten alive by the Motor Streliki that are ready to go. And I'm going to call in some Albatross to toss some salad. Here we go. 1, 2. We'll get our OT-62 out. out of the action, and we'll start our attack across the top. So Vidaskari are going to come right up across the ridge. They're probably waiting for that. Strelas will be ready and waiting as well. Conquerors are starting to take a little bit of damage there. Albatrosses should be able to drop their bombs here. So we'll have our... oh, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like we do have units ready there. So we'll send these other units up to block on this left side. Motor Strelaki will take cover in the woods. We have some drop-off vehicles that were probably there. Alright, so we'll set up defenses ASAP. I'm going to need a tank to deal with all those vehicles. The more the merrier, though. So what do we need? Probably something that's accurate. So 2 of these will do us good. And as we flee... oh, jeez. Fusiliers ain't nothing. They're all going to die in a minute. Looks like our Motor Strelaki are engaging them there as well. Looks like they're panicked at this moment. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to call in a pram or 2. Pram time. Alright, so our Cubs are engaged. Or they're in a good spot to engage the enemy. It looks like our Fusiliers there are going to cause us some trouble. So we'll bring up with... actually, those might... oh, those aren't Vidaskari. Okay, well, we'll bring up some... we'll take that heavy defensive position there. And we'll wait for their... oh, looks like a Harrier's coming in now. So it looks like our Cubs are probably ready for that. So that was a bad buy. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and spread there. Looks like the Harrier's been hit, and it might go down. It did not. Okay. Alright, so we'll call out some reinforcements from down there for supply. And we'll put our PLRKs on the line. OTs 262s will hide. And I think we can send the Cubs back to base at this point. Kolos will move up with them the second time, so that was a good early buy on that. So we're starting to lose some positions here as we tried to stretch out a little early. Our ally there, looks like the 64Bs are going to hit some Sheratons. Wow, not a kill on that. Careful, bro. Watch it. He probably knows what he's doing, but I don't want to risk it. Alright, Vidaskari, time for them to do their magic. We're going to split them. So we're going to put a group over here to engage his... we're going to run as fast as possible. Strelas are ready. Hopefully they can target in time. So Kolos can go right, or the Kolos can head right up to the PLRKs, and we're going to need to retake that hill. We'll clear it out with 62s, and then we'll push back up there with the infantry later on. So he's already putting his infantry into defensive positions, so we'll hit that with our pram as soon as possible. There's the units that we thought we would engage. And it looks like we're clearing them out right away. Good height advantage there. He's going to now come with aircraft to deal with that. Here comes the bombers. Going to go ahead and move left and right into it with the paratroopers. We'll try to flank and get them from both sides there. Vidaskari are going to sneak by here and start moving towards Gregory. Get ready for the aircraft that are about to come our way. Hopefully we don't see them for too long. We'll get our mortar in a better position there. Looks like the tanks aren't taking up a good stealth position. Go ahead and deal with those directly. There's the... wow, NATO jumping ahead too much. My enemy's just costing me. Or my ally. Sorry, I'm so used to saying enemy, but he's costing me too much on our side. And that's the last time he's going to call in a bomber like that with all the AA that we provided there. So we need to make some type of a push, and we need to get we need to capture and get some more points here. Otherwise, it's not going to be good. It's an unacceptable lead for the enemy, and that is just not good at all. And I don't know if our enemy, if my ally knows what he's doing against the enemy there, but that's not good. So they got a nice push there in the center, and that's not going to help for long. The left side will collapse. They think they've stopped it, so their attention will go elsewhere now. You will see. Prams are moving up. Saracens are coming out without even knowing what's going on. Alright, so we're in a good defensive stance here. Ooh, Abrams there. Hopefully he can see that. He might actually be looking for that. That buck's going to get killed if he moves out too far with that. You're going to see a shell fly right into it now. Yeah, commandos are moving in on it. Come on, bro. You should know that. Careful. Need to pay attention. Speaking of paying attention, try to do both. Looks like the 64Bs. Why are you moving up? Stay back. Stay alive. He's making. They've locked down with ATGM, so there's some sort of, you know, I'd say lack of trust here. Anyway, let's push forward with our Vedascari, and we'll make way with more infantry. They'll bring an aircraft to try to counter that attack. So we'll bring up some Cubs as well. Lynx are ready to strike. Hydra missiles on those. That's not good for our infantry. Let's see what we can see. As soon as those Saracens, he's just moved. They're doing nothing but locking down now. They don't really have any. What a mess. They've got everything everywhere. Their Saracens are starting to get hit. Now's the time for us to attack on this side. Alright, now's the time where we work our magic. Paratroopers are stunned. Time to call out more. Here comes the bombers on their end. AVREs are coming out. We're going to drop bombs on them too. Fusiliers are being distracted by the Vedascari there. Paratroopers are coming up, so we'll push through. OT-64s will try to push up and take out that Centurion there. There we go. Here comes the Tomcats to try to counter. A little too late there. Now that the Tomcat is out, delicious target for the Cub. Ooh, he swung out away. Right in time. Mark 5's going to get cut down. Paratroopers will be finished off here. We've got our tanks that are going to push through now. A little too close with those AVREs, I think. They don't have that kind of range in Men of War. Alright, now here comes his aircraft counter. You'll see that in a minute or two. Come on, paratroopers, don't worry. Alright, so we don't have any recon here. Probably going to be troops moving through in a minute. There they go. Vehicles now, just cheap ones. Close that gap a little bit. Bombers will counter in a minute. Lynx are flying overhead. Not a good move. Let's move these aircraft on over. Exceptional range on that. We will need that. Aircraft are trying to come in to look for rockets, strikes, targets. Ooh, nice. Anything that gets close, we're cutting off now. So we'll go ahead and start hitting the stalwarts and Saracens and start making them panic with artillery. Start them looking at other targets. There goes that Harrier there. So we'll go ahead and take that down. You can hit them all day if you want. Somewhat of a failed counterattack there. We're still behind by too many points, though. And it looks like our Strela 2s were killed. Unacceptable. We'll push through again with what we have here. And it looks like they're taking good pride in killing our good targeters there. So we'll bring up more AA. And we'll bring up some tanks to clear the way. And it looks like they're bringing out a lot of ATGM launchers now, so we'll go ahead and hit that with our pram. And, oh, they're just troops. That's not good. Fusiliers are moving in now. So we'll push up here, get some extra armor in that area. They're heavily concentrated in one area. I'm gonna let our tanks engage those Fusiliers. Hopefully it chews right through them. Fusiliers are nothing. Just watch them explode. Oh, looks like there is an enemy unit there. Oh, come on now. You can't have that kind of sniper accuracy with that. Sorry. If I don't get it, you don't get it. So they've got a lot of... I'm going to actually move the BVIs in now because they're effectively... The enemy's effectively been kind of defeated on this side. There's not much hanging on this left side. It looks like it. Oh, and there's the Fusilier counterfail. Already ready for you. Sorry, but Fusiliers and paratroopers ain't nothing. Especially against 8 machine guns. So we're going to push through. Oh, look at that desperation with the AVREs. Oh, and the heavy use of ATGMs. So that you saw him pumping those in from the left side. That's all they could do. That's all they've got left. There's the command there. One of them is probably the one on the right. There it is, Sultan. So as you can see, let's see, Dank using heavy defenses. They're not, they tried to get into position early. And I see Cobras and things here. Really nice targets for us to take out. Gonna have the infantry move into the woods there. Albatrosses are gonna take targets. Tracked rapiers aren't gonna fire in time. Too late. 140 points there. Tomcats lured those out. Uh-oh, somebody's gonna die. Oh man. Never spring for the cheaper cub, huh? So we've effectively cut them off here, and they have they're pretty much done over here now. They're gonna bring up extra command vehicles soon, but what we really need to do is we need to find the target and start chipping away at these YAG commandos and all this pussiance that seems to exist here. I'm seeing a lot of reliance on ATGMs and heavy armor, especially on that right side. That's a real shame. Anyway, the Lynx is moving into position. And, oh, they're moving right over. What the hell is that? Oh, Centurion? Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and delete that from existence. There we go, perfect. Sniper accuracy. Raven coming in there. So anyway, I think our enemy on the right side just pushed too hard. The bees are still alive, but we were kind of losing points there to start with. Fusiliers are going to smother the whole map, but the left side's been lost for him. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use counter pussiance then to fight against the Fusiliers and such, which they're fierce to defend that tactic, so be it. Then they're going to lose everything with it. So we'll take out the prams then, and we'll move back with some of our units, and hopefully they can figure out how to attack. our positions there. Motor Strelicky is already ready. Cub's on its way back. So that's pretty much it for the push on my side. As you can see, we broke right through and snapped off the twig at Gregory. There's a lot of units sitting left there, but they're not doing anything. They're useless, especially to him. So we've got some heavy tanks we can bring in to fight those Sheridans and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to help our homie there. And we're also going to bring over our artillery. And with 12 minutes left, they picked the time, by the way. I have no idea how long this was. Usually, I'm used to the 20 minutes limits because of the way we usually record. So we've got OT-64As everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and spread those all around, spread the wealth. Motor Strelicky up there waiting. And we'll set up secondary defenses and primary defenses. Cubs are going to have to come back to base, I think. PLRK will fight against aircraft, specifically helicopters. Splitting all these up will help to fight against any rushing infantry, which we probably won't have at this point. So there you go, TeamSpeak pretty important, but as you can see they've only got 1,000 on us, which since I'm on the losing team, that's going to be an absolute total and all-encompassing victory for the enemy. But if we were on their side, it's only going to be a minuscule victory that has no effect on anybody. Alright, so there's a target there. I'm going to mark that for myself, and we'll counter with Dana. Kolos are also out, so we'll return to base with those. The recon. Try to get our troops set up with that. I thought I told these prams to cross the bridge. Where's the other one? Ah, there he is. Alright, so we'll move out over there and we'll engage. Conquerors are ready to make a bad fur day for the enemy. Prams are on the way. We should have a gaping hole in our defenses here, which is fine. Move these tanks on the line. Malukas should do a good job there. The Discari. Defense, 10 times easier than attack. And also, it's also more profitable than an attack. The only thing attacks get you in destruction mode is territory and points to cause more destruction with other areas. I'm hoping these Cubs are all ready to go, so we're going to speed on over. Do that as quick as possible. Proms are making their way on over. Defense is pretty good over here. We'll set out some more BV defenses. If they come down the mountain, we'll be already ready for them. Yeah, commandos there are causing a little bit of a pain. So I'm going to start firing on those immediately. And we're going to try to start hitting light targets along there. Fusiliers are moving their way out. Okay. So a lot of Cobras over here. He's got a couple bucks ready to defend. Let's bring up our own AA. And we'll split these boys up, and we'll begin our final attack for points. Now he just was swallowed by the enemies. As you can see, just Cobra, 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 Abrams, 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 Cobra. So there's not too much variety there, as you can see. Let's take out the cheap Stinger group there. And we'll let the Prams advance. Pram. Get our BVIs out. So our enemy keeps trying to attack, or our ally, I guess. Well, in a form, our friend is now our enemy because he's fed the enemy quite a lot, to be honest. Quite a lot of points went over to him. What he should be doing is he should be looking for an enemy command instead of trying to chip away at the enemy's defenses. It's nothing but cobras here. You can see him going for it with the bucks, and you can see the nom 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 down there. Leptro, by the way, that's pretty much all that's constructed to do. And of course, an easy hit from albatrosses or something could take that down. And that's actually what I'm going to prepare to do. He will get cocky, and he will not be prepared to take out some of these tanks. So, unfortunately, he's going to be at a disadvantage here, as that's why you can see him on the run. So we're going to advance up on him. And we're going to split our groups here. Raven's coming in on his buck, which had already got a missile off. Su-25 is also coming out. Uh-oh. Leopard 2A4s just came out in AA there. Targeting heavy tanks now with artillery. Panic the hell out of those 2A4s. He's got his, well, too late now. 2A4s are retreating due to the might of the ATGM. Ooh. What's up, girl? Strikers are moving up. We'll hit those positions immediately. Dana's going to counterattack on the secondary line that'll be created in the rear. Oh, wait a minute. Dana's here. I want to mark that. Strikers are useless. And also being hit by artillery. So as you can see, these tight blobs here are just waiting targets for sorts of ATGMs and such. And really, what the shame is that there's not the cornucopia of pain. You're just basically seeing a lot of pretty much the same tank. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's the same player. So there you go. So a real lack of variety here. That's not so good, as you can see. We've controlled the whole. I'm controlling pretty much the whole map here, as my enemy's just throwing expensive units over, and we're gonna start taking out heavy units here now. You'll start to see them retreating. So we're gonna start hitting where they are, and they have no air defenses. As you can see, the Tomcat will come in, so we'll take him out immediately. An immediate retreat, as you see. No real secondary defenses prepared. A lot of ATGMs. So really it's, oh, Albatross should have retreated a long time ago. I thought he may have dropped his bomb. So as you can see, nothing but YAG commandos and ATGMs, and then the heavy tanks, because they can't afford to take a risk. They got the early points in the center, and they have a good lead, but that's mostly to the enemy. My worst, costliest thing there was the tanks, but we can't allow them to push up like that, which they'll do again. The Raven here already fired one of its missiles, and that's game. So until next time, friends and fans, Raptor, keep pan strong.